Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to my channel. Today is another pick a card reading for you, and today's pick a card reading is messages you need to hear at this time. I just felt it's like almost 1 in the morning and I felt really called to record this for whatever reasons, so I feel like there are messages that you need to hear. So if you're on this video, then chances are there is a message you need to hear at this time. Okay, so I have 4 piles for you to pick from, and these piles are represented by crystals. So we have crystal number 1, pile number 1, and then we have crystal number 2, pile number 2. So you can, my lighting is just like kind of right now. And then crystal number 3 is pile number 3. And crystal number 4. See, for some reason I feel like the focus is just a little weird. Mercury retrograde is happening soon, so we're in the pre-shadow of it. So hopefully everything cooperates with me. But yeah, feel free now to pause the video, meditate on the crystals, and choose the crystal that you feel most called to. I will leave timestamps below to make it easy for you to access the crystal of your choice and your messages, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, crystal number 1, pile number 1. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading all about messages that you need to hear at this time. I do apologize if the music is too loud, but I'm also trying to like cancel out my husband because he is playing his games downstairs. And sometimes he gets really into them and he can be a little bit loud, a little bit noisy, and I'm just trying to make sure you don't hear that. You know what I mean? So, crystal number 1. This is all about messages you need to hear at this time, so there should be a message that you need to hear if you selected this pile. Please though, use your intuition to guide you, because that's going to be crucial, essential as always. Our intuition is so important, so use discernment with these messages. Don't try to make a reading fit if it does not. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is, as always, roll the astro dice to kind of get the overall energy of this reading for you, and zodiac signs of you or someone else involved in this reading, whatever else it may be. This is more of a chillaxed reading because it was kind of a spur of the moment where I just felt called to record this. So I'm just shuffling on camera today. We'll see how that goes, and just rolling with it. So please, Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of those who choose crystal number 1, this crystal here. What messages do you have for crystal number 1, those who chose this message? What does their higher self, their spirit guides, people who have their best interests at heart want them to know at this time? Please, Spirit, what is the overall energy of this reading for pile number 1? Alright, so we have your Aquarius 10th house energy with Uranus. So for me, I feel as if this is going to be focused a little bit on career, because the 10th house rules career, and you could be experiencing changes, breakthrough moments in your career. You could also be experiencing you embracing your individuality, showing your authenticity when it comes to your career, no longer hiding yourself, aligning yourself to a career that allows you to show your authenticity, not settling for a career that you don't enjoy, and more so finding a career that allows you to express yourself, possibly even creatively, or like online in some way. But I do feel like you're having breakthrough moments, changes, or even unexpected shifts happening in your career is what I get off the bat here. Now you could be in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but let's see what else we have for zodiac signs. We also have Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aquarius again. Aquarius again. So I definitely, Spirit's definitely trying to just, yeah, authenticity, embracing your individuality is so important at this time. In Aquarius, you're here. One of you, like some of you are. Someone is an Aquarius in here, and if that's you, let me know. And we have Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So if your zodiac sign didn't show up, that's okay. Don't even worry about it. Alright? But we're also going to get you an angel number that you need to know at this time that you can search to see if it's of importance to you. So 3 numbers for this. What angel number do they need to hear at this time? We have 7, 2, and 9. So 729, search that and see if it resonates at all for you. But yeah, let's dive into this reading. So starting off, let's see, where do I want to go with this career-driven message? Alright, let's see what's happening for you. Pile number 1. Please, Spirit, what messages does pile number 1 need to hear at this time? What messages does pile number 1 need to hear at this time, please, Spirit? Spark. Wizard of Awareness. Okay, so look at that. We have 7 showing up again in the number 3 here. You could be a life path number 7 or 3, or those numbers are significant to you, but I feel like a lot of you are getting your spark back in a career situation. And I also feel like a lot of you have been working on developing your self-awareness. You're at this heightened level of awareness at this time. There's this heightened level of awareness at this time that you've come into, and maybe you're actually changing your perspective on the way that you're seeing certain things in your life. But I do feel like a lot of you are getting your spark back in your career. Like I said, I feel like you're going towards a career that is more aligned with who you are and who your soul wants you to be in this lifetime, and what it's a really soul-driven career choice that you're going after. And you're wanting a career that makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that you enjoy, that you know, gives you that spark, is kind of what I'm getting with that. But yeah, definitely a level of awareness coming in for you. If you haven't already, you might have been on a spiritual journey, you may be on a healing journey. Just a lot of awareness coming in for you, pile number 1. Balancing act. Okay, so now we also have the number 11. Well, that is a master number. Balancing act. So some of you I'm also picking up on and needing to balance your work life and your home life. Maybe that's a struggle for some of you. That has come up in a lot of these readings that I do. So I do feel like I have some viewers who do struggle a little bit to find a balance between home life, work life, relationships, like balancing it all. You may burn yourself out at times. Yeah. That's what I'm getting with that. It's like you're needing to find a balance. And you're also... I also feel like for some of you, you may not necessarily be doing the job that you want at this moment, but you're working towards that. And because you're working towards that, you're putting in like lots of hours. Not just at your 9-to-5 job or your full-time job or whatever job you have, but then on top of that you're also trying to make this like dream job work on top of that. So it's like adding even extra hours onto your work day. So I feel like that could be a struggle for some of you as well. But there's this need to call in balance in some area of your life, and for a lot of you it's with work and home life and relationships and things like that. Let's try this as I clarify some of this here. I always feel like it's hard to get all the cards here on focus. My camera, I need to get like a new setup. But we're trying, we're working with it. Bear with me. Okay. Alright, Spirit, messages for pile number 1. Exchanging gifts. The number 27 or the number 9. Okay, so exchanging gifts. So for some of you, you're using your gifts, your talents in this career that you're trying to move into. You're exchanging your talents and your gifts. You're also like, maybe even for like money, right? Like you're trying to pursue your talents and your gifts full time here. And people are noticing your gifts, your talents. And some of you may literally be getting a gift in your career where like maybe it's like a raise, or you know, like a new position, or just some sort of gift coming in for you. There's some sort of gift coming in for you, pile number 1. Community and peace. Okay, look at that. And you know, beautiful. We have the number 8 here, 9, 8. We also have the number 5. 5 is change, 23 as well. Peace. Okay, so again, this is like clarifying this balancing act here. When you find balance in your life, you're going to feel so much more at peace, is what I'm really getting. Like balance is so important for you, because finding that balance in your life, in your day-to-day routines, is going to bring you that peace. And the thing is you're coming into alignment with your community. This could be your soul family, or you're connecting with people that you work with, or you're just finding your people. Like you're going to be feeling really good. Some of you are growing a community online, and you may even have a breakthrough moment with this where all of a sudden it picks up and gains traffic out of nowhere, or you know, a post goes viral or something like that. But you're coming into connection with a community of people who are actually going to be looking up to your wisdom. You could even be a teacher of some sort, teaching people. People look up to you for your wisdom because you have such a high level of self-awareness as well, is what I'm getting. But yeah, that's beautiful. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say in this reading, in this message. Messages for pile number 1, please, Spirit. Whoa. Embrace the flow of life. And this is Gemini. Okay, so, and this is full moon in Gemini as well. So embrace the flow of life. Don't try to force things. You know, if things are all of a sudden moving in a new direction, just embrace that and go with the flow and be open to that. I'm also feeling like there's no need to worry, because often when I think of like Gemini, I think of like overthinking, especially Gemini moon placements. So if you have a Gemini moon, it usually can lead to overthinking or stressing out or just being in your head a lot. So just, you know, go with the flow, release, right? And I feel like a lot of this has to do with finding peace and balance within yourself as well. And this actually affects your career in a positive way. Messages for pile number 1, please, Spirit. We also have Taurus showing up again. Full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. Yeah, so you're really detoxing. You could be letting go of limiting beliefs. You could be detoxing your relationships. Again, I feel like you're letting go of what no longer serves you to embrace, you know, the flow of what does and allow that to come in. And this is why you're finding your community, because you're letting go of, you know, those connections that just did not feel right to your soul. And this is all about detoxing. Some of you are leaving careers that were not fulfilling you. Some of you are even like in your home life, detoxing your home life too, like even decluttering. There's this sense of detoxing that needs to happen or is currently happening for you. But again, I do feel like it's really getting rid of, you know, people in your life that just drain you and making space to allow your soul family in. Whoa. Okay. That was too much. One more card, please, Spirit, for pile number 1 from this deck. I'm feeling one more card. We have Libra energy again. Keep your heart open. Okay, and Libra represents balance, and go figure, it's the 3rd card, clarifying the peace and the balancing act here. keep your heart open. I do feel like some of you may have been discouraged in the past, or you know, something might have played out in your life that made you closed off a little bit. And this is just Spirit saying, you know, keep your heart open. Don't be closed off. Be open to the opportunities that want to come in for you. Because there are opportunities that want to come in for you. You just have to be open to that. The Divine Feminine, yeah, this is really all about embracing, you know, not so much of the, you know, action-oriented, like, sometimes we can be so action-oriented that we forget to allow ourselves to tap into our intuition and be creative and tap into our emotional self and even kind of find balance in our emotional state of well-being, right? So this is all about tapping more into the Divine Feminine energy within you, because we all have both. We have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine within us. So I feel like you're kind of on a journey right now to connect more with the Divine Feminine that's within you. And you could even be trying to balance out the Divine Feminine and Masculine energies within you. And we have maturity. Look at that maturity, you guys. And this is... Okay, so this is... you know, now that I'm looking at this, like, your job as well that you're like stepping into could be a really nurturing caretaker kind of job as well, for some reason that wanted to come through. But you're also leveling up in maturity here because you're gaining so much wisdom. I feel like you're on this journey of self-discovery, personal growth. You've really been doing the healing work. You've been on a spiritual journey, and because of all of this, you're maturing and you have the divine wisdom within you. And people are noticing this and recognizing this, okay? And some of you, like, this won't be for all of you, but I'm getting a message coming through for some of you, like a passed on loved one, like a grandfather or a father figure of some sort. Again, this is very specific message. You know, I feel like they want you to know that they're with you, and they see how much you've grown, how much you've matured, how much you've gone through, and they just want to let you know that they're so proud of you. They really are. You have come such a long way, and I think you know this. I think you know this because you've been through so much in your life, and you've learned so many lessons because of the pain you might have been through. So just know that, you know, your loved one is watching over you, for those of you who needed to hear that message. Alright, and let's see one more from this deck, please, Spirit, for pile number 1. So I wanted to come out. Serendipity. Beautiful. And again, this gives me those like balanced, at peace energy that your soul is wanting you to step into. And I do feel like this is the energy you're stepping into. You're stepping away from a time that might have felt really chaotic, that might have felt really off balance. And you're finally stepping into a time of your life where you're going through tons of changes, but these changes and these shifts are actually aligning you to inner peace and peace within all aspects of your life, because you have learned, grown, and just have blossomed like a flower. Like a beautiful flower. I don't know why that it's just, yeah. Sometimes these messages that come through are quite interesting. Messages for pile number 1. We have trust in the unknown. Okay, Sky Father. Oh my goodness, Sky Father. You guys, some of you definitely have a father figure that wants you to know that they freaking love you. They see you. They're so proud of you. That is so coming through in this pile. But you need to start trusting in the unknown, because trusting in the unknown is honestly so hard to do, because we always want to know what's going to happen next, because that's part of us trying to control and micromanage the universe almost. And this is just Spirit saying, like, trust in the unknown. We have your back. I've got your back. Your angels, your spirit guides, they got your back. Your intuition, your higher self is guiding you. You just need to connect and reach out for support and believe. you know that they're there for you, and everything is working out just the way it's supposed to. There's no need to worry, no need to fear. No need to worry, no need to fear. Okay, pile number 1. Messages for pile number 1 from this deck. No. You know what's interesting is now we have the medicine mother that just popped up. So mom and dad are both popping up in this reading. Honor your inner knowing, it says. Honestly, some of you might have wounds connected to your parents in some way as well. And I feel like working through these wounds is actually what has given you this divine wisdom, this inner knowing, this maturity about you, because you've been working on healing these wounds. And because of that, you've learned so much about yourself and just how to see things from different perspectives. And then we have make plans and focus. Okay, so it's time to make plans and focus. It's time to make plans and focus in this new chapter of your life that's unfolding for you. So to end this reading, I'm just going to get a few more messages from this deck here. Please, Spirit, for pile number 1. Then to here. Alright, we have you only see the surface, look beyond, hidden depths. Yeah, this is all about going deep within, to see beyond the surface, to really go in and do that healing, because as you're doing that healing, you're connecting with divine wisdom that's within you. And then we have play. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. So play, this really gives me this energy of needing to relax. Again, I feel like so many of you have been working really, really hard to create some sort of career change, some sort of career shift, movement, whatever it is. I feel like there was a lot of imbalance within your life because you were so focused on your career, or, you know, trying to succeed and master something in your life. And Spirit's just saying it's really time to play, relax, unwind, okay? And as you do this, you will find that peace within you. So I really hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. I love connecting with you guys. It means the world to me. Leave a comment below. And yeah, I really hope to see you next time. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading, all about messages that you need to hear at this time. If you clicked on this reading, there is no surprise. There is definitely a message here for you, okay? I felt really called to do this reading, so it's more just chillaxed. And, you know, if my music is a little bit too loud, I do apologize, but my husband is downstairs playing video games with his friends, and, you know, sometimes they just get a little bit loud. So I'm trying to just cancel out that noise, so I do apologize in advance for any disruptions. Okay, so as always, please use your intuition to guide you. It is so important. Oh my goodness, I think I just heard him scream as I said that. Yeah, so that's just a little reassurance there. Intuition is important. Use discernment, okay? So starting off, I'm going to roll the Astro dice to kind of get the overall energy, right, of this reading, of what we're dealing with in this message for you, pile number 2. So please, Spirit, what is the overall energy for pile number 2? What is this reading in regards to? What do they need to know at this time? Alright, 7th house Gemini, and we have the South Node. So this really talks about partnerships and relationships. There's a focus on partnerships, relationships in your life, and possibly stepping out of your comfort zone in regards to this area. There's something that's holding you back in this area is what I'm picking up on. Gemini energy, also learning how to communicate with your partner. Be open to communicating in all areas of your relationships. And this could be like in family, friendships, business partnerships, whatever it is, there's communication that's needing to be happening, and you're really needing to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe have some tough conversations that are needing to be said. For some of you, you need to hear that message. There's some tough conversations that you need to step out of your comfort zone and kind of talk about. All right, and then some of you too, you may be losing sight of yourself due to partnerships. So really all about connecting with yourself again, because the opposite of this south node in the 7th house is the north node in the 1st house, which is all about focusing on yourself and making sure that you're not losing yourself in relationships and that there's a balance between self and the relationships in your life. Okay, so I'm also going to roll again. You could be a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, or this could be somebody else in your life, but I'm going to roll again to get another zodiac sign that this may be dealing with. We have Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, and Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, so if that resonates at all, but if it did not show up for you, if your zodiac sign did not show up, do not worry. That does not mean there's not a message here for you. That's just for some of you that need that additional confirmation. And let's get you an angel number. So this is a 3 roll of the dice number that you can search, and honestly, you can literally search this on Google, this number on Google, angel number, and it will give you some specific meanings about this angel number. Okay, so please, Spirit, for pile number 2, what angel number do they need right now at this time? We've got 10, 9, 4. 10, 9, 4. Okay, so search that 10, 9, 4 and see 1094 to see what angel message you need to hear at this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on this reading. Let's see what your guides want you to hear at this time, your higher self. Please, Spirit, for pile number 2, what messages do you have for pile number 2 at this time? What messages does pile number 2 need to hear at this time? Forgiveness. Teaching and learning, and spiritual partnership. Okay, so some of you are learning how to forgive, quite literally. You are learning how to forgive, and dang, this is a hard process to learn. Forgiveness is really hard. It's never easy. But what I'm hearing is as you learn to forgive and let go of the resentment that you hold on to from previous relationships in your life, you come into union with your spiritual partnership, like with your soulmate. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. Yeah, so what I'm also getting is sometimes we also often can project our pain, our wounds from previous relationships onto our current partner. So for some of you, there's this thing happening where you're actually projecting your wounds from previous relationships onto your current partner, which could cause conflict, arguments, fighting, miscommunications, things like that. Okay, and I'm not saying your partner is perfect, because I'm sure that they probably do the same, because it's very common for this to happen where unhealed wounds are often reflected back to you in partnerships. That's just how it works, which is why it's so important to find forgiveness within your heart and heal. And once you do this, that's what's going to strengthen your relationships in your life, and not even just your relationship with your partner, but your relationship with other people in general. Okay, so there is this need to forgive and learn how to forgive. And honestly, once you learn this aspect, you actually are teaching this to other people as well. You could possibly be a spiritual teacher. You could be someone who is a counselor, who helps people heal their inner child, things like that. You just become very wise when it comes to your emotions, like emotional intelligence and balancing out your emotions and finding inner peace and things like that. But essentially, the universe is just a reflection of how we feel internally. So that's why it's so important. Forgiveness is not for the person that hurt you. Forgiveness is for you, okay? Sometimes we don't want to forgive because we think that it's hurting the other person if we don't forgive. But in reality, we're just hurting ourselves, which is why it's just so important to forgive, let go of resentment. You do not have to talk to them again if you do not want to. All right. Please, Spirit, for pile number 1, what do they need to hear at this time? What does pile number 1 need to hear at this time? We have clean it up. Look at that. Clean it up. You're cleaning it up. You're releasing and letting go of things that you've held on to for so long that you no longer need to hold on to. Things that no longer serve you, that no longer align. This could be even relationships and people that you know aren't good for you, because sometimes too when we're hurt, we hold on to relationships that aren't good for us because it feels comfortable to us, because oftentimes we attract people in our life that reflect back our childhood wounds. Our unhealed trauma often plays out in our marriages, in our relationships with other people, because it's, again, that reflection. So you're doing a lot of cleaning up of your life of just toxic people, toxic mindsets also, and again, that resentment in those unhealed wounds that you may have ignored in the past. Okay, there's something you need to clean up here. Also, so we have 6 and 3 showing up here. We also have 3 here again, and then we also have 9. So 3, 6, 9 life path numbers perhaps for some of you. All right, Spirit, for pile number 2. All that glitters. Okay, so this is 16, or the number 7. Again, I feel like this is more like, you know, what's that saying? All that glitters is what is it? Is it all that glitters is gold or something like that? Like, you're kind of taking your mask off. It's like you're taking your mask off to your current situation, and you're finally realizing, like, what is going on in your life. Because for so long, I think you were just masked by so much unhealed pain that you stored within you, and you're kind of, you know, taking the mask off, and you're realizing, like, no, like, I'm worth more than what I've been allowing in my life, right? For some of you, you've been allowing situations to unfold in your life where you just know that you're worth more than that. And you're also taking the mask off to your own faults as well, because we all have faults. We all, you know, we all don't want to take accountability for, you know, our, sometimes, alright, I don't want to say like put this the wrong way, so let me just, it's kind of like what you might have swept under the rug, or you're taking ownership for your, like, accountability for your own healing journey, because for so long you might have pushed it off, is kind of what I'm hearing. Imagine, okay, so the number 2, this is like Spirit saying, imagine what your life could be like if you just allowed yourself to let go. To let go. If you imagine what your life could be like too, if you could have healthy conversations with the people in your life, if you spoke up about what you wanted, what your needs are, if you just allowed yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Just imagine, you know, you could have so much more than possibly the chaos and the confusion that's in your life right now. You could have so much more than that, because you're just needing to get that little push to step out of your comfort zone, speak up even. I'm getting like, speak up, speak your truth, don't settle, know your worth. That's a lot of energy that I'm picking up on. Let's see what the Moonology deck wants to say about this. Just for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Alright, be real. Full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, taking that mask off yet again. Be real. Be authentic. Don't... Sometimes we bite our tongue in order to keep the peace, right? And oftentimes this actually stems back to childhood, if we had like a parent figure that we felt like we had to like walk on eggshells around. But this is also Spirit saying, like, be authentic, be you, don't hold back, show up as the best version of self, who you want to be. Who do you really want to be? Who do you really want to be with? What do you really desire? What do you want in your relationship? Because I feel like if you were drawn to this pile, there's some aspect in your relationship life, whether it's in families or friendship relationships or in your partnership, that might not necessarily be making you completely happy at this time. And it's like, you know, what do you want? What do you desire? Be real, be honest. We have new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio energy, go deeper and release control with Taurus, okay? So some of you too are needing to go deeper within. Connect deeper too with some of your relationships with your partners as well. Like dive deeper with your partner, have those deep heart-to-heart conversations. Get to know each other. Oh, excuse me, get to know each other again, or just on a deeper level. And release control. Some of you may be trying to control an outcome in love. Some of you may be trying to control your partner in a way. Like you may micromanage your partner without even realizing it. And some of you just need to kind of like let go of that control that you may have. Because sometimes, yeah, we project our own wounds onto our partners, and then we want them to act and do things a certain way, and it's like we can't control them. They're their own person. They make their own decisions. So let go of control, and also let go of control over a specific situation in your relationship life. There's something that you've been trying to control that you just need to let it go, release control. What's meant to happen is going to happen, and what's not is not going to happen, right? It's all happening for your highest good though, and sometimes that's hard to believe, but it's true. Alright, let's go with this deck here. Pile number 2, please, Spirit. What messages do they need to hear at this time for pile number 2? Hold the space. Hold the space. Hold the space. Let's get another one. Messages for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Can I get more from this deck? I feel like this deck is always... Okay, there we go. Okay, look at that. Okay. Hold the space. Be fearless and stand strong. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay, yeah, so a lot of you have these deep wounds where it's really hard for you to hold space to let other people in. It's really hard for you to let other people in, actually, and it's hard for you to connect with people on that deep level because you've been so hurt before. So allowing yourself to be loved is hard for you, is what I'm picking up on. And this is Spirit saying, you know, that forgiveness, that letting go, that realizing that, you know, your current partner or your future partner is not your past partner, and everyone is their own person. So really allowing yourself to forgive and let go is what's going to allow you to open your heart again and let love in, and allow yourself to love other people as well, because some of you may not fully be, you know, loving people in your life to the fullest because you're so afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid to let people in, and it's like Spirit saying it's time to open your heart and let people in again. Okay, because again, you're a warrior. You've had to be strong throughout your life, especially in relationships. You've been through some difficult relationships, is the energy I'm picking up on. Heartbreaking relationships that just made you really closed off. Get from this deck, and then one other deck here to end this reading. Alright, we have love. Look at that. Love, yes. You're really needing to allow love into your life. Open up to love, pile number 2. That is what's holding you back. And creativity. So also what I see here too, which is very interesting, is this couple. And it's like, okay, for some of you, you're wanting to build and create this beautiful life together, and you're also possibly wanting to create a solid foundation, a home together. You're wanting a home together because I see this door here, but this door is ultimately opening up opportunities for you and your partner. Once you learn to forgive and let go and do that healing and inner work and change your perspective about love and relationships, that's when this door of opportunity and abundance is opening up for you and your soulmate, and you're going to walk through that door together and have a beautiful life. Honestly, you're going to be able to create the life that you desire, that your soul desires. There's so much that you can create in this lifetime, but you're needing to do that inner work. Beautiful. I love that. Alright, now to end this reading, let's just get a few messages from this deck, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Discover. Look at the early dewdrops before they disappear with the morning sun. Okay, discover. Yeah, you're on this path of self-discovery at this time, and you're discovering just how much you can have in your relationships and your love life. You're learning a lot about yourself. And we also have opportunity. Okay, there's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. So the perfect opportunity for you, especially in love, is going to come when you least expect it. There's no need to control your love situations, your love life. Just keep doing the inner work, forgiving not only just other people but yourself, and continue this self-discovery journey and healing journey, and before you know it, the perfect love opportunity is going to arrive on your doorstep. Okay, so pile number 2, that is your reading. I hope that it resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. I would love to hear from you in the comments, and I am sending you all of my love. Until next time. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading, all about what messages you need to hear at this time. I felt very divinely guided to record this at 1:30 a.m. now. So here I am recording this for you. So if you're here, there's no coincidences here. There is definitely a message for you. Maybe not all of the messages will resonate. That is up to you to decide through your intuition, using discernment as always. So please do that. Use your intuition to guide you throughout this reading. If my music is very loud at this time, it is simply because my husband is downstairs playing his video games, and he tends to be a little bit loud when he doesn't get his way. Jokes, but really, he does sometimes yell at the video games. So that's why I'm just trying to not have you hear all that, and I'm trying not to hear all that too. So let's just dive into this. What I'm going to do first is roll the astro dice to get an overall energy of this reading, what we're focusing on for you, pile number 3. So please, Spirit, tap me into the collective energy of crystal number 3. Those who choose this crystal here, what is the overall energy of this reading that they need to hear at this time? Messages they need to hear at this time. What is the overall energy? Alright, we got the 3rd house. We have Cancer energy, and we also have Uranus. Okay, communication, y'all. Communication, communication, communication. There is communication needing to unfold here. We also have Cancer energy, which is very nurturing, family oriented. So some of you are learning how to communicate with your family, or there's going to be like family communication happening in some way or something in regards to family. Also possibly family changes, because we have Uranus energy as well, or changes in the way that you communicate. You're learning how to communicate in better ways, or just improving your communication style. Some of you could also be getting a lot of intuitive downloads from the divine, from spirit. So, you know, listen to your thoughts, and, you know, I feel like you have a lot of wisdom at this time. There's a lot of nurturing energy as well. People may find the way that you communicate really nurturing at this time. And also 3rd house rules siblings, so communication with siblings, to pay attention to that. Also, you know, relatives, and short distance travels. Some of you could be going on short distance travels, or needing to go on short distance travels coming up. And then also the 3rd house talks about your immediate environment, your daily commute to work, or, you know, the your neighbors, or your immediate environment essentially. So that's what I get initially off the bat here with this. You could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But let's see what other zodiac signs we have for you, pile number 3. Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Alright. And I'm also going to get a angel number for you. You can literally Google this number, this angel number on Google, to see what it means for you, what message you may need to hear at this time that your angels are trying to send your way. So we have 7, 5, 4. 7, 5, 4. Okay, so search that and see if it is of any significance or if it speaks to you in any way. Alright, so let's just dive into it. Pile number 3. Roll to number 3 for the pile number 3. Love to see it. Alright. Please, Spirit, what messages do you have for pile number 3 today? What do they need to hear at this time for pile number 3? We have self-discipline showing up for you. Also the number 41 or the number 5. Okay, so change for sure. 5 represents change. Could be life path number 5, but there's an area, there's something that you're needing self-discipline in, or you're learning self-discipline, or you've been more self-disciplined lately. We also have time out with the number 37 or the number 10. There's something you're needing to take time out of that possibly could be stressing you out right now. You know what? For some of you, it could be family relationships that could be stressing you out. Communicating with your family could be literally stressing you out right now. Or you've just been so self-disciplined when it comes to something in your life that you're needing to take time out, give yourself a break, rest, okay? And we also have environment. Interesting, because I did say your immediate environment, didn't I? And we have the number 44. Also could be the number 8, but it's master energy, master number energy, something about your environment as well. So there is something about your environment going on. I don't know if it's like, you know, you needing to clean up your space a little bit, you're wanting to change your environment. There's something you've been, I'm getting a message too for some of you who have been trying to, this is for those of you who might be in the home buying process where you're really wanting to change up your environment or switch homes. I'm getting this message saying, you know, take time out from this just for now. And this could actually be because the market is not in your best of interest right now, and that it's actually going to benefit you to buy later and not in the current market. Or there's just a need to take a time out, and then as soon as you take this time out, the right opportunity is going to land in your lap as well, because you won't be trying to control it or force it so much. But I'm also going to clarify this. So let's clarify this, shall we? I'm going to use this deck, I think. Messages for pile number 3, please, Spirit. Follow the leader. Okay. Follow the leader. And the number 4 here. So some of you need to follow. There's a leader that you're looking up to. There's someone in your life that you're looking up to for like advice, for wisdom. And Spirit's saying, like, listen to the people that you trust right now. Follow the leader into the unknown. Interesting here, the number 7. There's a lot of unknown going on in your life. A lot of things that you aren't able to see clearly right now. Which is why I'm getting this time out thing. Because it's like, look, she doesn't see what's in front of her. She's kind of just trusting. And when you take time out from trying to force things or control things to happen a way that you want, and you just go into the unknown, you blindfold yourself, you trust in your leader and your guide to guide you in the right direction, and you trust that the right opportunity is going to happen for you when it's meant to, that's exactly when it happens. So this is like you needing to trust right now, trust in your intuition, trust that, you know, spirit has your back, the universe has your back. What you want to unfold in your life is going to unfold at the right divine timing. And I know it may seem a little bit frustrating right now, but there are changes happening for you. There really is, because we have Uranus energy, and that's all about change and shifts, okay? And you're learning a lot about you're stepping into a time of self-awareness. You're gaining a lot of wisdom from the experiences that you're going through right now. And this popped up for pile number 1 as well. So some of you could have been drawn to both. And if you were, then maybe you are interested in pile number 1 as well. But there's this need to, you know, you're coming into more awareness, more self-awareness. A lot of people are actually possibly even looking up to you. You may even become the leader. You may even be the leader. But there's a lot of unknowns in your life right now, and that might be stressing you out a little bit. What does pile number 3 need to hear at this time, please, Spirit? We have breathe through the tension, Scorpio energy. Yeah, so there are some tensions happening in your life right now, and I think it's truly because there's something that you're trying to make happen in your life. Okay, now we have go for it. New moon in Aries, go for it. There's something that you want in your life. You need to let me know in the comments below what this unknown thing is that you're trying to go after. There's something you're trying to go after that you aren't able to see clearly because of this blindfold. And I'm getting that this timeout energy is really all about not forcing. I'm getting it's like all about going for it, going after it, but in a non-forceful way. That's when the shift is going to happen for you. That's when you're going to get exactly what you want from this situation. Be proud of yourself. Taurus energy, be proud of yourself. You have done a lot for yourself. Some of you may have even recently moved. If that's not something you're trying to manifest at this time, some of you might have moved recently, and it might have been a very bold, strong move that you had to make. And Spirit's saying, you know, be proud of yourself because you stepped out of your comfort zone and you went after it, even though you didn't know what to expect from the situation, which is very interesting. And it's also saying, you know, make time for yourself as well, to love yourself. Love yourself more. You know, I didn't pull out the tarots for any other decks, but this one, it's like the Spirit's trying to keep something a mystery from you, I feel like. And I don't know, self-respect and manifestation. Yeah, you're really trying to manifest something right now in your life. And this is the whole self-love aspect of it. And what's interesting is I see the number 8 here, right? And this is all about abundance. You're needing to have more self-love for yourself, self-respect as well. Making sure people aren't crossing your boundaries, because you might have people in your life who do try to cross your boundaries at time, and this is where you're learning how to, you know, set those boundaries. Communicate your boundaries as well. I did not do this for any other piles, but I'm really curious, so I'm definitely tapping into some tarot for you. Tapping into some tarot for you, pile number 3, because I just need a little bit more clarity on this whole situation that I feel as if they're keeping a little bit hidden. So we'll see if they want to come through with further clarity of this message. If not, well, please Spirit for pile number 3. King of Pentacles. Yes. Alright, so for some of you, this won't be for all of you, but for some of you, you do have a little bit of possible trauma related to a father figure. Not all of you, but for some of you, I'm seeing that pop up here. Interesting. We have the Magician and the Fool on the bottom of the deck, and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are manifesting a new beginning where the wheel is turning in your favor. A new cycle is beginning for you. Okay, this is really what's happening, and this new cycle is related to also potentially a new environment or a new location, because we have the Eight of Cups here, which is like walking away, travel. It could also indicate travel, or just like walking away from what no longer serves you and stepping towards what does, stepping towards your potential, your best possible life. You're also possibly stepping into a leadership position for some of you, because the Emperor showed up. This is Aries energy. Some of you could be stepping into a leadership position. And this is also something you have, this manifestation, that this new beginning, you've been working at this for a really long time. I feel like you've been putting hard work into making this happen for yourself. And overall, you're really wanting just more stability in your life in all aspects. You're tired of feeling this defeated energy, of feeling like, I feel like there's somebody in the past who stabbed you in the back. And that's why I feel like it's possibly an earth sign here, because we have the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But also possibly a father figure that you felt betrayed by. Or just a past relationship or something like that. And you're walking away from, you're leaving this energy behind. You're not letting this energy consume you anymore, and you're walking towards this leadership position where you're going after what you truly want in your life, and you're walking towards this stability, the stable foundation, the home, the dream, everything that you want. And possibly success even. You've become really self-disciplined, working towards this manifestation. A lot of self-discipline has been happening, so you're gonna get that new beginning. You're gonna get this new beginning, but it's all a matter of letting go and walking away and just breathing through the unknown, because some of you might have a fear of the unknown, which actually holds you back a little bit from making this happen, because you're afraid of the unknown, afraid of it possibly not working out or anything else, whatever this manifestation, this goal is for you. Let's get further clarity on this with this deck here. Twilight. Surrender to the last hour when the light barely touches the flowers. Okay, so this to me is like, again, surrender. Let go of control. Don't try to force things. And just really trust in spirit and in the universe to guide you in the right direction. And transform. Rise above any situation and become the best version of you. Look at that. That's exactly what you're doing. You're transforming and you're stepping into the best version of yourself. Your highest potential here. That's exactly what is happening. You're also possibly stepping into this leadership position where you're maybe being a leader for other people, or you're stepping into this chapter of your life where you're finally taking back your power that you felt like you've lost before. You felt like you've lost your power. You've been stabbed in the back here, and now you're walking away from that energy. You're transforming. You're rising above those situations, and you're becoming the best version of you and stepping into this Emperor energy. Alright, so that is your reading, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings. Leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you, and I really hope to see you next time. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this crystal here, then this is your reading, all about messages you need to hear at this time. Alright, so my music is a little bit loud. Please, I hope that that's okay, but just trying to make sure that we sound out any background noise that there may be. So for today's reading, this is just messages you need to hear at this time. I felt called to do this. It's now almost 2 a.m. and so here I am, and if you're here, it's not a coincidence. There's going to be at least one message that you need to hear. So please use your intuition to guide you. As always, discernment is necessary. It's key to your readings. So make sure you're doing that. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to roll the Astro Dice to kind of get the overall energy for you, pile number 4 of this reading, of the energy that you're in right now. So please, Spirit, for pile number 4, what messages do they need to hear at this time? What's the overall energy? First house, Aquarius and Neptune. Okay, so some of you may have Neptune in your first house or transit your first house at this time. You may be an Aquarius rising, you may be Aquarius sun, moon, but this is all about the self here. And there's a little bit of this Neptunian energy happening where you're feeling really spiritual, you're feeling really creative. You may also be feeling a little bit confused as well, because sometimes this Neptune energy can cause confusion. But I feel like this is something you're trying to work through in order to step into your authenticity, to be the best version of self, the version of self that resonates the most with you. You're really, you know, learning how to embrace your individuality, to be uniquely you without care in the world of what other people think of you. You may even be really creative. You may be going through a spiritual awakening as well. But let's see what other zodiac signs are here. We have Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Aries again. Aquarius again. Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, and if your sign did not show up, do not fear. That doesn't mean that this message isn't for you, okay? But I'm also going to roll for an angel number. So this number you can Google, and it will, you know, Google this number, angel number. That's what you'll want to put into the Google search, and it will show up a message for you that you need to hear at this time. So please, Spirit, what angel number is significant for pile number 4? We have 4, 5, 8. 4, 5, 8. Okay, so search that 4, 5, 8 and see if it means anything to you or if anything stands out for you. But let's dive into this reading, shall we? Alright, Spirit, please. What messages do you have for pile number 4 at this time? What do they need to hear? Time out. Interesting. The last pile just got the same card. What message pile number 4 needs to hear at this time? Rebirth and self-love. Look at that. Now I am not surprised, but I feel like you, pile number 4, you are taking time out to really allow yourself to practice self-love and self-care, and you're going through a transformation, a rebirth of the self here. You're going through a total self-rebirth, and I feel like you're showing up for yourself more. You're learning how to love yourself a lot more. We have 7 twice here. We have 16 and 61, so that's like a mirror reflection, which is very interesting. And then we also have the number 37 or 10, so completion, cycle completion. Yeah, there's a huge rebirth, a new chapter starting for you, and this is all about how you view yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you love yourself. And all of these things you're learning how to do, which is improving your external reality, because you're improving your internal world, which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see what else we can get for you, pile number 4. Messages for pile number 4, please, Spirit. Alright. Community. You're finding your soul tribe. You're connecting with your community more. People that you connect to. It's like you're finding your people. Some of you who are really spiritual could be connecting more with people who are spiritual. Now, if you're not, you know, if that's not like what you're wanting, it's like you're connecting with people who are more like-minded, who are more like you. You're not feeling alone because you're being surrounded by your community. A lot of you are finding your soul family at this time due to this rebirth. And we also have the number 11. Some of you could be master numbers 11. Go the distance. It's like you're going the distance in this total transformation of self. You're also going after your dreams, your goals, and what your soul desires. You're not holding back. You're not afraid to go the distance. You're not afraid of success. You're not afraid to and go after what makes you happy. And I feel like your life is speeding up quick, I'm getting, because of this cheetah energy. Your life is speeding up quick. Building blocks. We have the number 10 again. Yeah, it's like you are setting the foundation. You're setting a solid foundation. And you know what's interesting is it's because you're learning that the relationship you have with yourself sets the foundation for the rest of the relationships in your life. And it also sets the foundation for how your life unfolds. It's all about the relationship that we have with ourselves. That's what we need to work on. And that's the foundation that sets the foundation that we build upon. And you're making sure that you have a solid foundation at this time. So you may be working on aspects of your life that give you this solid foundation. And it's not just the self-love, but you're also focusing on, you know, making sure you enjoy your career, and you're setting yourself up for financial success, and you're going the distance to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. But you also need to make sure that you're not stepping into this perfectionist energy as well, and that you're still allowing yourself to have fun and connect with other people, which I think you're doing because we have this community card. Alright, let's see what else I can get for you. Pile number 4. Messages for pile number 4, please, Spirit. We have lighten up, Leo energy. Yeah, so this again, like I said, you want to lighten up a little bit. You don't want to be so hard on yourself. You're learning how not to be so hard on yourself. You're learning that, yeah, setting a solid foundation is important, but it's also important to enjoy life, to play, to not get so caught up on, you know, going after... to not get caught up in going after the financial aspects of life, the material aspects of life, and also doing that soul, spiritual side of life too, connecting to your creativity, to your intuition, and to just really embracing the flow of life. We also have new moon and Leo shine. Look at Leo energy again, to Leo. Oh, and I've rolled Leo too, didn't I? But yeah, you're really shining. This is like your moment. This is like your time to shine. The energy is all on you right now, and that's a beautiful thing. You're no longer holding yourself back either. You're no longer like allowing yourself to be in the shadows. You want to stand out. Look at embrace the flow of life, the Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. That's what I was saying. You're learning how to go with the flow, to relax, to have fun, to enjoy it, to not be so caught up in trying to control every aspect of your life, to love yourself more and just embrace the flow, the natural ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs. We have commitment. So there is a new level of commitment that you may be coming into, and this could be a new level of commitment with yourself, but it also could be with a partner. Some of you could be taking a next step to a level of commitment with a partner. Or you could be getting committed to connecting with your soul family, or whatever this is, committed to building a solid foundation for yourself, committed to your rebirth, your transformation. You're also taking care of your distorted feminine. So this to me is like, some of you have a wounded feminine energy. So it's like, it's really hard for you to connect on an emotional level with people. It may be hard for you to tap into your creativity. You may be really action oriented, very logical. I get like really logical energy, and this is all about healing your feminine energy. You could have some mother wounds, things like that you're really working on at this time. And then we have the gardener. You're really taking care of yourself, tending to your garden and making sure that, you know, you're caring and nurturing yourself and not forgetting about yourself. I'll just pull a few last cards from this deck. Play. Allow yourself to relax, to play. 3, And look, we have change. So yeah, there's a huge change happening in sense of self and the way that you show up for yourself, in your feminine energy, and your level of commitment, and just self-love overall. So I hope that this reading resonated in one way or another. If it did, pile number 4, give this a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to stay up to date with my new pick a card readings, leave a comment below, and I really hope to see you next time.